So good morning to one and all present over here. Today we are going to see about sealers. So coming on to introduction, root canal sealers are used in conjunction with biologically acceptable semi-solid or solid obturating materials to establish an adequate seal of the root canal system. So coming on to Grossman's criteria for an ideal root canal sealer, it should provide an excellent seal when set, produce adequate adhesion between itself, the canal walls and the filling material, be radio opaque, be non-staining, be dimensionally stable, be easily mixed and introduced into the canals, be easily removed if necessary, be insoluble in tissue fluids, be bactericidal or discourage bacterial growth, be non-irritating to periradicular tissues, be slow setting to ensure sufficient working time. So coming on to classification, we generally have commonly used sealers and other available sealers. In commonly used sealers, we have zinc oxide eugenol based sealers, epoxy resin based sealers and calcium silicate based sealers. And other available sealers, we have calcium hydroxide, silicone, glass enamel based sealers, other resin based sealers and medicated sealers. Nowadays, medicated sealers are not recommended. So we will see about zinc oxide eugenol based sealers. They have a long history of having been used successfully in endodontics. Grossman developed a non-staining cement that meets most of the ideal requirements for a root canal sealer. And under this we have Grossman cement, Rhodes 801 sealer, and Ricketts sealer, pulp canal sealer, Cibron Endo, and Tubli seal, which comes in a company Cibron Endo. And we also have the composition of Grossman's formula for a non-staining sealer, where we have powder and liquid composition. And now we have the properties. Grossman cement hardens in approximately 2 hours at 37 degrees Celsius and 100% relative humidity. Its setting time in a canal is less. It begins to set in the root canal within 10 to 30 minutes because of the moisture present in dentin. The setting time is also influenced by the quality of the zinc oxide and the pH of the resin used, the care and technique in mixing the cement to its proper consistency, the amount of humidity in the atmosphere, and the temperature and dryness of the mixing slab and spatula. So we have seen about zinc oxide based sealers. So zinc oxide based sealers is the most commonly used sealers till now. Okay. And now we have the epoxy resin based sealer. So we have AH26 and AH plus under this. AH26 is an epoxy resin containing a non-toxic hardener. Radiopacity is given by bismuth oxide and it has strong adhesive properties and contracts slightly while hardening. It releases formaldehyde during setting. And we have AH plus. It is a modified formulation of AH26 with a working time of approximately 4 hours and setting time of 8 hours. This sealer does not release formaldehyde and is currently one of the most commonly used endodontic root canal sealer after zinc oxide based sealer. And now we have the composition of AH plus sealer. Since it's most commonly used when compared to AH26, the only disadvantage of AH26 is that it releases formaldehyde. So we have two paste system, paste A and paste B. Paste A consists of epoxy resin, calcium tungstate, zirconium oxide, silica and iron oxide, whereas paste B consists of adamantinamide, calcium tungstate, zirconium oxide and silicone oil. So coming on to calcium silicate based sealers, tricalcium silicate is one of the main components of MTA and is now the focus of newer generation of bioceramic sealers. The examples of popular calcium silicate sealers include BioRoot RCS and Total Fill BC sealer, and its composition has been given here. Coming on to clinical characteristics of calcium silicate based sealers, they set by reaction with water to form a matrix of calcium silicate hydrates and calcium hydroxide with an alkyl pH of 12. This reaction is followed by the precipitation of calcium phosphate, and calcium silicate based sealers have sealing properties comparable to those of epoxy resin based sealers. They are biocompatible and have the potential to provide a bioactive surface with stimulation of hard tissue formation. They also exhibit antibacterial properties. They are recommended to be used along with collateral condensation or single cone obturation techniques. So here we have the sealers and examples of it and properties. So as we have already seen, zinc oxide eugenol based sealers includes Grossman sealer, pulp canal sealer and Tubli seal. And under epoxy resin, the most commonly used is AH plus. And calcium silicate based sealers includes, we have many examples of it, of which most commonly used is BioRoot RCS and Total Fill BC sealer. Thus, we have seen about the most commonly used sealers in this presentation, and we will see about the other sealers which were being used on in previous dates in the next presentation. Thank you.